What if I told you that some of the most powerful natural healers you could ever use are not locked away in pharmacies or hospitals? They're growing wild in fields, ditches, and maybe even right outside your door. Plants that our grandparents trusted, that healed wounds on battlefields and carried people through centuries before modern medicine even existed. Most people don't realize this, but while we rush to the drugstore for every cough, cut, or ache, there are plants out there that have been healing humans for thousands of years. Plants with real tradition and even modern science backing them up. And today, I'm going to show you 20 of them. Forgotten medicinal plants that will change the way you think about natural healing forever. Stick around because number 10 on this list was once considered a sacred lung tonic, and modern research confirms its power. And number 18 is so unique, it can literally numb pain instantly. So, let's get into it. Number 1. Barberry. Barberry is a thorny shrub with bright yellow bark hidden beneath its stems. Its story goes back more than 2,000 years, when healers relied on it to fight infections, making it one of nature's most enduring remedies. Its roots and stems are rich in berberine, a compound shown to combat bacteria, fungi, and parasites while easing inflammation and supporting digestion. Traditional medicine used barberry for liver troubles, digestive infections, and inflammatory conditions, and modern science now confirms antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, liver protective, and even metabolic benefits such as improved blood sugar and cholesterol. The bitter bark can be brewed into tea, prepared as tinctures, or taken as concentrated extracts, with that bitterness itself helping stimulate digestion. Though thorny and often overlooked in Western gardens, barberry is generally safe in moderate doses and is now being rediscovered as a natural ally against resistant microbes. It stands out as one of those rare plants where centuries of traditional wisdom and modern medical research align, reminding us how ancient remedies can still hold answers for today's health challenges. Sage, the wisdom leaf. Sage, Salvia officinalis, is a silvery green herb whose very name means to heal. Its compounds, including rosmarinic acid and essential oils, have antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and antioxidant effects. Research supports its use for sore throats, memory, and menopausal symptoms. Long ago, sage was used for throat infections, digestive troubles, and as a sacred cleansing herb. The plant is easily recognized by its soft, gray-green leaves and purple flowers. Sage is prepared as teas, gargles, or culinary seasoning. Its flavor is strong, earthy, and warming. It faded only in medicine cabinets, not kitchens, as pharmaceuticals replaced herbal remedies. Yet sage remains a trusted ally. Sage is the leaf of wisdom, healing body and spirit, reminding us that everyday herbs can carry timeless power. Calendula. Calendula lit battlefields with its bright healing blooms. Few garden flowers carry a medical legacy as strong as calendula, better known as pot marigold. Its bright orange blossoms earned fame in medieval times, when soldiers relied on them to clean battlefield wounds without surgeons or antibiotics, giving rise to the nickname warflower. Modern research confirms that extracts from the flowers accelerate recovery from burns, surgical wounds, and everyday cuts by reducing inflammation and supporting tissue repair. Packed with natural compounds such as triterpenoids and flavonoids, calendula offers genuine antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory effects. A simple salve made by infusing dried blossoms in oil can calm scrapes, burns, and irritated skin. Calendula faded as antibiotics and surgical medicine replaced simple herbal wound care. Echinacea, the immune defender. Echinacea is a striking purple coneflower, once a staple of Native American medicine and now a symbol of natural immunity. Its compounds, including alkamides and polysaccharides, stimulate immune activity and show antimicrobial effects. Research supports its role in reducing the severity and duration of colds. Echinacea was used for infections, wounds, and snake bites. Native healers valued it as a broad immune ally. Echinacea is prepared as teas, tinctures, or capsules, and is most effective when taken at the first sign of illness. Its use lost prominence when antibiotics became dominant, but interest revived as people sought natural immune support. Sea buckthorn. Where Echinacea rallied defenses, sea buckthorn nourished skin and mucous membranes. Often called the Himalayan skin healer, this hardy shrub with striking orange berries has long been valued in traditional medicine for soothing skin and mucous membranes. Modern science now confirms its power. Hyssop rhamnoids berries are loaded with vitamins, antioxidants, and omega fatty acids. Clinical studies show the oil strengthens the skin's barrier, speeds wound healing, and relieves dryness and inflammation, from irritated eyes to eczema and dermatitis. Unique among plants, it contains omega-7 fatty acids that nourish mucous membranes throughout the body. Sea buckthorn remained forgotten because it thrived only in remote regions and only recently became available as supplements worldwide. Agrimony, the throat soother. Centuries ago, when medieval healers roamed the countryside, they carried a quiet ally, agrimony. This meadow plant, with its tall yellow flower spikes, was treasured for soothing sore throats and calming the stomach. Herbalists brewed its dried leaves into teas, gargled for mouth irritation, or sipped to ease digestive upset. Hidden within agrimony are tannins, plant-based compounds acting like nature's gentle stitch, helping tissues contract and calm. Villagers used infusions for throat inflammation and minor wounds, while poultices were laid on cuts to heal clean. As medicine advanced, herbal gargles faded, replaced by stronger treatments. Yet agrimony remains a gentle remedy for lingering sore throats. Comfrey. Comfrey is a tall, leafy plant with rough green leaves and clusters of purple bell-shaped flowers. For centuries, healers applied its roots and leaves to sprains, bruises, and sore muscles, believing it helped the body heal faster. Modern studies confirm that comfrey preparations can ease pain, reduce swelling, and improve mobility in common problems like ankle sprains, back strain, and joint stiffness. It is also valued for calming inflammation in muscles and ligaments, helping them regain flexibility, and for supporting the healing of minor wounds and skin irritations. Traditional salves are made by infusing the root in oil and blending it into a cream that can be rubbed directly on sore areas. Comfrey remains one of nature's most reliable healers for soft tissue injuries, but its everyday use gradually faded beneath modern pharmaceuticals and safety concerns about internal use. Nettle, the mineral-rich tonic. Nettle is a humble plant with a sting, yet it has nourished people for centuries. Rich in iron, calcium, magnesium, and flavonoids, nettle supports blood health, reduces inflammation, and strengthens the body. Modern studies confirm benefits for allergies, arthritis, and urinary health. Traditionally, nettle was used as a spring tonic, clearing the blood and restoring energy after winter. The plant is tall, with serrated leaves covered in stinging hairs that release histamine. Cooking or drying removes the sting, leaving only nourishment. It faded as supplements replaced natural tonics, but nettle remains one of the most nutrient-dense herbs. Mullein. Mullein, often called the lung cleaner, rises tall in open fields, its soft, felt-like leaves and golden flower spikes giving it a gentle, watchful presence. Herbalists once relied on it as a tonic for the lungs, turning to its leaves whenever breathing grew heavy with coughs, congestion, or bronchitis. Within those fuzzy leaves are natural compounds known as saponins. These act like mild expectorants, helping the lungs loosen stubborn mucus so it can be cleared more easily. Alongside this, mullein's soothing properties calm irritation in the airways, ease sore throats, and support clearer breathing during chest colds or asthma flare-ups. Modern reviews also highlight its anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial effects, confirming its value for respiratory health. The flowers, gently infused in oil, have long been used for ear discomfort, showing that mullein's healing touch extends beyond the lungs. Though cough syrups and decongestants replaced it in mainstream medicine, mullein remains a natural ally for the respiratory system, still growing wild, still waiting to be remembered. Angelica, the root of vital energy. Where mullein stood tall with golden flower spikes above its soft, felt-like leaves, Angelica rose just as proudly, with hollow stems crowned by umbrella-like clusters of white blooms. It is a tall, aromatic herb, long revered in European and Asian traditions. Its root contains coumarins and essential oils that aid digestion, circulation, and respiratory health. Research highlights its carminative and expectorant properties. Long before modern medicine, Angelica was trusted for indigestion, colds, and even as a protective herb during epidemics. Angelica root is prepared as tea, tinctures, or candied pieces, its warming aroma making it a favorite in herbal blends. It lost prominence when modern digestive aids and pharmaceuticals took over, but herbalists still value its gentle strength. Angelica is the root that warms and protects, a guardian herb that carries centuries of trust. Hyssop, the breath of clarity. It is a fragrant Mediterranean herb, once sacred in ancient rituals and medicine. Its essential oils and flavonoids show antimicrobial and expectorant effects, supporting respiratory health and easing congestion. Generations of healers used hyssop for coughs, colds, and sacred purification rituals, believing it cleansed both body and spirit. The plant is small, with woody stems and clusters of violet-blue flowers. Hyssop is prepared as teas, syrups, or infused oils, its strong aroma making it a potent remedy in small doses. Its use declined as synthetic expectorants became common, but its gentle clarity remains valued. Hyssop is the herb that clears the lungs and spirit, a breath of purity from the garden. Plantain weed. Plantain weed, the low-growing plant with oval leaves spreading quietly across paths and lawns, has long been nature's first aid kit at your feet. Its thin flower spikes rise modestly above the leaves, reminding us that healing can come from the most ordinary places. The leaves are rich in tannins and allantoin, compounds that soothe inflammation, tighten tissue to stop minor bleeding, and encourage faster repair of damaged skin. Modern studies confirm its wound healing and antimicrobial effects, with clinical trials even showing plantain ointment improving burn recovery better than standard treatments. Travelers once chewed or crushed a fresh leaf and placed it directly on cuts, stings, or insect bites. Relief often came within minutes. Strong teas made from dried leaves were used to wash wounds or calm irritated skin, making plantain a reliable trailside remedy. It fell out of mainstream medicine simply because it was too common to commercialize, yet it remains one of the most immediate healers. A living first aid kit, still waiting to be remembered. Oregon grape. While plantain healed travelers on the road, Oregon grape stood tall in shaded forests as a skin healer. It is actually not a grape, instead it stands as a hardy evergreen shrub. In spring, clusters of golden blossoms brighten the plant, later giving way to deep blue berries that catch the eye in shaded forests. Beneath this striking exterior lies its true treasure, the vivid yellow bark hidden in the roots and stems, long prized for healing. The inner bark carries berberine and other alkaloids, compounds with antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory powers that calm irritated skin and reduce scaling. Clinical studies confirm that Oregon grape extract can significantly improve psoriasis and eczema when used consistently. Healers prepared salves and teas from its golden bark, applying it to inflamed skin or using it internally for digestive troubles. Today, creams and ointments made from Oregon grape are available, especially for chronic skin conditions. It was overlooked for years because it grew mainly in the Pacific Northwest, but Oregon grape remains one of the few herbs with solid clinical backing, a skin tonic rooted in nature's pharmacy. Licorice root. Licorice root, Glycyrrhiza glabra, is one of the world's oldest herbal medicines, treasured for its naturally sweet taste and soothing power. Its key compound glycyrrhizin has anti-inflammatory, antiviral, and soothing effects on mucous membranes. Modern studies confirm benefits for coughs, sore throats, and digestive irritation. For centuries, healers relied on it for respiratory complaints, ulcers, and as a harmonizing herb in formulas, often adding it to blends to balance stronger medicines. The plant grows with tall stems and purple-blue flowers, but it's the long, fibrous root that carries the medicine. Licorice root is prepared as teas, syrups, or extracts, its sweetness making it easy to take and blend with other herbs. It lost popularity when synthetic cough syrups and ulcer drugs became common, yet licorice root continues to work gently, supporting the body rather than forcing it. It is the root that sweetens medicine and reminds us that healing can be both effective and kind. Elecampane, the deep lung tonic. With its tall stems and sunflower-like blossoms, Elecampane has long been the herb for deep respiratory healing. Herbalists turned to Inula helenium when coughs refused to clear, especially after pneumonia or chronic bronchitis. Its roots contain sesquiterpene lactones, compounds that calm persistent coughing, fight microbes, and encourage the repair of irritated lung tissue. In old remedies, Elecampane was valued for gently stimulating digestion and helping the body regain strength during long recoveries. Prepared as decoctions, teas, or tinctures, its taste is warming, aromatic, and slightly bitter, a flavor linked with its tonic depth. It gradually fell out of favor as quick pharmaceutical fixes took over, but Elecampane remains the plant that doesn't just silence infection, it helps restore the ground where healing takes place. White Horehound, the original cough drop. Before modern cough drops, there was Horehound candy. Marubium vulgar earned its reputation because it didn't just soothe, it actively cleared the lungs. Pharmacies once sold Horehound lozenges everywhere, and even today it remains in some European syrups. Horehound is a classic expectorant. Its key compound, marubium, stimulates bronchial secretions, loosens mucus, and helps the lungs expel congestion. Unlike suppressants, it makes coughing more effective, turning a stubborn symptom into genuine healing. The plant grows as a bushy perennial with fuzzy gray-green leaves and clusters of small white flowers. In folk practice, its aerial parts were dried for teas sweetened with honey, or boiled down into the famous Horehound candy. Herbalists also valued it for easing digestion and gently supporting the immune system during recovery. It disappeared from pharmacies when synthetic medicines took over, yet Horehound still thrives in herb gardens, safe, reliable, and time-tested, the cough drop that helps you heal, not just stay quiet. Toothache Plant. The toothache plant, Spilanthes acmella, also called paracress or buzzbutton, is a tropical annual with small green leaves and striking yellow-red cone flowers. Its blossoms are nicknamed buzz buttons because chewing them creates a sharp tingling followed by numbing relief. The active compound spilanthol is responsible for this effect. Modern studies confirm its local anesthetic action along with anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties, making it useful for oral pain, gum irritation, and sore throats. In village life, people chewed a fresh flower or leaf to coat the painful area, with relief arriving within seconds and lasting up to half an hour. Simple, direct, and effective, it was nature's own anesthetic. It faded from common use in the West as synthetic gels and pharmaceutical painkillers became widely available, yet it remains easy to grow in warm climates or containers, surprising first-time users with its dramatic effect. It is the plant that numbs instantly, heals gently, and reminds us that powerful remedies can grow quietly in a garden. Yellow dock. Yellow dock, Rumex crispus, looks like a common weed, but herbalists long prized its deep taproot for cleansing and renewal. Its tall stalks with reddish seed heads hide a root rich in bitter compounds that awaken sluggish digestion. The root contains anthraquinones and tannins which stimulate bile flow, improve absorption, and gently ease constipation. Modern studies also suggest antioxidant and anti-inflammatory activity, supporting liver health and natural detoxification. In old herbal practice, small doses of tea or tincture were taken to relieve digestive discomfort and encourage elimination. Over time, many noticed stubborn skin problems improved, showing the link between internal cleansing and external clarity. Its taste is sharp and bitter, but that bitterness is medicine, signaling the digestive system to wake up and move waste more efficiently. It lost ground when stronger laxatives and liver drugs became popular, yet those often force the body unnaturally, while yellow dock works gently, reminding the system how to function on its own. Today, herbalists still turn to it as a liver ally, digestive tonic and skin cleanser, proving that overlooked weeds can carry deep healing. Red clover. Where yellow dock cleansed the body from within, red clover bloomed in meadows as a gentle flower of balance. It is a meadow plant often overlooked as a weed. Yet herbalists long valued its pink-purple blossoms for gentle healing. The flowers contain isoflavones, plant compounds with mild estrogen-like activity. Research supports their role in easing menopausal hot flashes, while folk remedies included teas and salves for eczema, psoriasis, and inflamed skin. Its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects add to its soothing nature. Gathered from clean fields, the flower heads were dried for tea or infused into oils, their mild, sweet taste making them easy to use regularly. Herbalists often recommended steady, long-term use to support gradual healing. It slipped from common use simply because it was too ordinary. In a world chasing rare remedies, a plant carpeting every meadow seemed unremarkable. Yet its strength lies in being safe, nourishing, and time-tested. Today, red clover is rediscovered as a field medicine flower, supporting women's health, calming chronic skin inflammation, and reminding us that powerful remedies often grow right under your feet. Self-heal. This humble plant grows close to the ground with small purple flower spikes that brighten lawns and meadows. Its modest look hides a powerful reputation. Herbalists once turned to it as a tonic for wounds and inflamed tissue, trusting it enough to give it one of the most confident names in medicine. The plant contains natural compounds such as tannins and flavonoids, which help tighten and protect damaged tissue while calming inflammation. Modern studies also show that self-heal can disrupt bacterial biofilms, those protective layers that make infections harder to treat, giving it a unique role in supporting recovery where ordinary remedies struggle. In village life, people gargled self-heal tea for sore throats, rinsed their mouths for ulcers, or pressed its crushed leaves onto cuts and scrapes. Its special strength lies in soothing mucous membranes, making it particularly effective for mouth and throat problems where applying medicine is difficult. It was overshadowed when pharmaceuticals took over, but self-heal remains a quiet miracle in the grass, still growing wild, still waiting to be remembered. If you enjoyed exploring these healing plants, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Spread the wisdom of nature's remedies with your friends. The garden's secrets are worth sharing. Stay connected for more herbal stories and timeless medicine from the earth.